Entertainment.
Hey, welcome back to Lewlyfe and of course Tea Week. And this is the week where we create lots of content for you all about tea. And so I thought today for this little video I would show you how to make the ultimate cup of tea and give you all my tips and tricks for making the best kind of tea. And also make sure that you check us out on our blog at lewlyfe.com, and on there we'll be posting lots of tea content this week as well. So we're going to be posting 7 YouTube videos throughout this week, and then also 7 blog posts throughout the week showing you all different tea content coming your way. So it's a very, very exciting time to be following Lewlyfe, and we're going to be giving you lots of content about tea. So by the end of the week, you'll be very, very sick of hearing about tea, but we're very, very excited to share this awesome week with you. And no, it's not like an official tea week, but at Lewlyfe we've decided to call it a tea week because we wanted to really dedicate a whole week to tea and really focus in on one sort of like genre of content and create lots of content for that. So that's why we're doing tea week. I'm very, very, very excited to be showing you how I make the ultimate cup of tea in this video. Also, make sure that if you're new to like and subscribe, and also comment down below because we really, really need your support. So make sure that you get on board, and thank you so much for watching. Let's get into how I make my ultimate cup of tea. So first I start off by pouring hot water into the pot to heat the pot up. Then I switch it around and pour the hot water out of the pot. And I also do the same thing with my cup. Again, this is the tea that I'm having today, which is a really nice Canberra breakfast. It's a black tea with lots of flavours. You can taste like the capital city of Australia, Canberra. So I take some of the tea from inside the container and put it into my pot, which is all nice and heated up from the hot water. Then I pour in the hot water. I give it a good stir and slosh around in the pot so all the tea leaves can breathe. I then put a lid on it to keep it hot and let it brew. Then I take it off after a few minutes and I add in some honey, which is really, really nice, natural honey. And then I put that into the pot and give it a good stir, which is really, really nice. Look at how it adds an extra nice sweet flavour to the tea. And then I add in some milk into my pot. Once it's brewed, I pour it into my teacup. And there we have it, the perfect cup of tea. There you have it. That is how you make a perfect cup of tea. But I thought I'd also show you, give you a few more little tips that are really useful that I find when I'm making a cup of tea, because there are a lot of things that come into consideration and a lot of things that you've got to be really careful about. So obviously with your black tea, so this is my Canberra breakfast that I had is a very black based tea with flavours and other coconut and other stuff in it. So, but generally, like, its bottom line is black tea. So when you do that, you've got to make sure it's fresh and that you don't, like, it hasn't been sitting in the cupboard for like 2 years, and that you only use a few teaspoons. So if I'm having a pot and it's just for me, then I have one for myself and then one for the pot. And if I was sharing with 2 people, then it would be one for each person and then one for the pot. So that's something to always make sure that you keep in consideration. And also with the milk, make sure that you don't have creamy milk, because it's like good quality milk. I like better milk, it's Tasmanian milk, it's really, really good. I can taste when the milk's starting to go off. I can also taste when it's a little bit old, so it's going to be fresh milk for me. And also make sure that I always put the black tea in first, and then I let it brew for like at least 3 or 4 minutes, because sometimes I'm putting my tea bag and my hot water, and then it's brewing away, and I put in the milk straight away as soon as I put in the black tea. And when I do that, the black tea doesn't really fully like all the flavors don't fully come out of it, because the black tea actually, when you're putting the milk, it stops the black tea from brewing. And you get like a lot of a weaker blend, a weaker tasting tea. But I like my tea really strong, and I also like to have a good colour, like a good earthy colour with my tea, like what I showed you in the video. So I've got to make sure that my tea is a good colour. So I put in the milk the black tea first, brew for like 3 or 4 minutes, and then adding the milk. And because water's really dark, and then you add the milk in. Also make sure that you brew for like 3 or 4 minutes, or whatever it says on the packet. Extra long is really good. Make sure that it's nice and strong. Some teas are stronger than others, so you might want to leave them in for less. Some teas start to taste really bad if you overbrew them, so you've got to make sure you don't do that as well. Always great to stir your tea in the pot. Make sure you slosh it around, gets all the flavours going. Also make sure that you time your tea to make sure that you're brewing it for the right amount of time, because anything under or over does affect the quality of the flavour. Also hot water, really important that you use like fresh hot water and not reboiled water. So sometimes I know you put water into a pot and put water into a kettle, you boil it, you go away, do something else, and then come back and want your cup of tea, and so you reboil it. Well, the recommended thing to do is actually to take that water out and start with fresh water, because the water's already had oxygen in it from being heated up. The quality of the water isn't the same, and the flavours and how it works is different. So it's really important to make sure that you don't reboil water, that you get fresh water. Also, stronger is better. And don't add sugar to your tea, that just ruins it. If you want to add flavouring, add honey. That has natural artificials and actually enhances the flavour of the tea when you do that. And also, I learned from T2 classes that I've been to, that if you add salt to your tea, it also enhances the flavour as well. So a little pinch of salt actually is really useful when you're making a cup of tea. So sometimes I do that as well. Salt and honey, really good. And always tea first, and then the milk. So yeah. This is just I just do a little short video today talking about some of my tea tips and how to make the ultimate cup of tea. And I'm very much looking forward to trying this. In fact, I'll try it now, so I'll tell you what I think of it. Now, that tastes really good. Good quality tea, that is. Canned breakfast tea is great. So yeah, I always brew loose leaf tea in a pot, or I get one of those strainers and then I brew it. It's really good. So I definitely recommend doing that if ever you need to have a cup of tea. So highly recommend. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Come back tomorrow at the same time and we'll have another video about tea. I'm very excited to be sharing this journey with you, 7 different tea videos, and also check out our blog. We're going to have 7 posts throughout the week as well. So it's a very exciting time to be subscribed to Lewlyfe. So yeah, keep your eyes out for more content, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye! Happy Tea Week!
Entertainment.